What's going on, creative crew? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about why Hollywood loves to use bright lights while we love to flood light into spaces. Let's go ahead and hop right in. At the core of it, video production and filmmaking is all about control. And the most important elements to control are audio and lighting. Being able to control and shape light is very, very important. So why is it so important that we get bright lights? Well, for two reasons. First reason, so that we can typically flood the room with light. I know myself and a lot of other people actually like to turn off all the available light, get it as dark as possible, and then use our own lights that we bring in because we have the ultimate amount of control over those lights. We can control where it bounces, we can control the spill, we can control everything about that, and it doesn't cast ugly shadows like overhead lights do. The second reason is the more powerful your actual light source, the more diffusion you can put in front of it, which generates a nicer and softer light. If you're looking at using a book light and bouncing that light off of a bounce board back through diffusion onto your talent, that's going to generate beautiful, soft, elegant lighting, but you need a very powerful light source because when it bounces back, it's going to lose some of its power. When it goes through the diffusion, it's going to lose some of its power. There's diffusion on this side of my face right now. The light is actually this powerful, but once you put diffusion in front of it, it breaks down some of that light, it spreads it out, and it's less powerful. It doesn't just blast the side of your talent. So having a more powerful light is going to make that a lot easier to actively do. But how can you get around that? What are the things that you can do in order to get around using a more powerful light? Because more power usually means that it's more expensive. Well, some of the things that you can do include using more lights. If you can't have one big powerful light, it's very common to, instead of using one powerful light, to push two lights through a single source of diffusion. This is going to make it more powerful, and therefore, instead of having one giant powerful light that might cost you $3,000, you have two less powerful 100-watt lights, and they're going to give you 200 watts of power, and it's going to make it so that it's cheaper and you're still going to get more power output. This is the same thing if you want to build a whole room worth of light. You just blast two lights at a ceiling instead of one. The other thing that you can do to get a more even light and more even glow is in the light modifier that you use. If you use like an octadome or, hang on one second. If you want to get a nice diffused light on your talent, you can use something like this. This is a giant China ball. And what this does is it spreads your light evenly around. So not only are you going to have nice even light on your actual talent, on your subject, but you're also going to have some light spill off on the background. You're also going to have some nice light spilling everywhere because this thing is spilling through everything. This thing is spreading light everywhere, and that's the power of using one of these types of diffusion methods. This is typically why Hollywood uses such powerful lights. They want to light up a whole room, and they want to be able to put more diffusion to get a nice, softer, gentler light on the subject. The more powerful the light source, the more diffusion you can put in front of it, and the less power that you actually have to consume in order to use the light. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be talking about 3 easy light diffusion techniques to get nice soft light so that your talent doesn't look like this.